Good afternoon. Today is February 1st, 2022. I hereby call the Subcommittee on Education Instruction to order. Madam Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Representative Dixie. Representative Griffey. Here. Representative Harris. Here. Chairman Haston. Here. Representative Hicks. Here. Representative McKenzie. Here. Chairman Reagan. Here. Representative Warner. Here. Representative Weaver. Here. Chair Lady Moody. Here. Chairman Sapicki.
Here.
Chairman Sapicki, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Are there any personal orders before we begin? Chairman Reagan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to introduce my guest, my new assistant, Ms. Paige McKenzie. Would you please stand up and be recognized?
Welcome, Paige. Representative Griffey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If I could just take a moment to wish happy birthday to my oldest daughter, who's 19 years old, Madeline Elizabeth Griffey. So she's
Happy
19
birthday.
today. Thank you.
Members, any other personal orders? Upon seeing none, members, we have one bill on our calendar today. It's House Bill 1753. I have a motion and a second. Now, members, I do believe we have an untimely filed amendment that has been worked out between the Department of Education and the bill sponsor. Do you want to know what amendment number it is first? No. Okay. We'll be working off amendment number 012893. We have a motion and a second. All in favor of accepting this untimely filed amendment, say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it. We are on the amendment. I need an amendment to adopt 012893. So we get an explanation from the bill sponsor.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any objections to it? All in favor of putting amendment 012893 on the bill, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Amendment 012893 is on the bill. Representative Smith, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. I think we all understand the impact of COVID. We also understand the impact of the uncertainty in the classrooms in recent years. One of the things that I think this committee has illuminated through your terrific work and oversight is that during the pandemic, when everything shifted to paper testing.
Wrong committee.
I wonder what phone call I had earlier today. Paper testing. There were very few, if any, complaints lodged with children using the paper format for testing. And because we continue to struggle, I know that I want to applaud our friends with the department, Charlie Buffalini, I'll get it, and Jay Klein. They assisted me with a very favorable amendment to make sure that we put a bookend on this particular bill. But essentially what this amendment does, it requires Tennessee Comprehensive Assessment Program tests to be administered in a paper format for students in grades 3 through 5 in 2021 and 22 school years, as well as 2022 and 23 school years, and for students in grades 6 through 8 in 2021 and 22 school year. It requires the end-of-course assessments to be administered in a computerized or online format in school years 21 and 22 for grades 9 through 12, and it also authorizes the Commissioner of the Department of Education to determine whether TCAP and EOC testing format for students in grades 6 through 12, beginning in years 2023 for students and in the 3rd through 5th grade. So essentially, it gives some flexibility down the road for the Commissioner to revisit this issue. Clearly, as an oversight committee, you all have that prerogative any moment, but this simply puts paper testing in the hands of our children for 2 more school years and 1 more school year for the middle school. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll be happy to answer any questions or defer to the department.
Any questions on the bill as amended? Oh, Representative McKenzie, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I thank you for working with the department on this amendment. This amendment definitely gives me a lot more ease and comfort with accepting this. And as I was kind of contemplating this whole evolution, I guess I'll say, in one direction, when I was preparing my master's, I actually one of the first ones that composed at the computer. Prior to that, you would write it down and typewriter and type it up, but you compose at the computer. And I remember professors, I was a physics major, been upset because we didn't have to learn the slide rule, because it was, it was a custom that you learn how to do things using the slide rule. And so all that to say, it's good that this is a transition, sounds like, a transition toward a digital process. Our children, they're just going to learn differently than we do, and that's just going to happen. It's just the evolution of time and things. So thank you for agreeing with those things on that amendment. So thank you for that.
I would just like to offer a close, Chairman.
Go ahead.
Just simply that this not only allows the children not to have test anxiety in these already pressure-filled times with testing on the computer, but it also, there's teacher evaluations that ride on these test scores, and it's important to maximize the performance as much as possible. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I renew my motion for approval.
Thank you, Representative Smith. Just remind everybody, we did get the fiscal memorandum on this. It is not significant, so there is no cost right there. Any other questions for the presenter? Question on the bill. Questions being called. Any objections? All in favor of House Bill 1753 as amended, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Representative Smith, you are on to the full committee. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Chairman and Committee.
Members, that's our only bill today. Is there any other personal orders? Hold on one second. From the chairman, we're going to be watching, we have our bill filing deadline tomorrow. We're going to see the number of bills that are before our committee. If the numbers do not increase, be ready to hear last calendar very shortly. Without a debt, we are adjourned.